Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is just going to be very simple. I'm going to go over some concerns I have regarding my 23 BRZ, and it's not exclusively just to this vehicle. I think it's most modern cars, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm looking at right now is the fact that this vehicle doesn't have a spare tire. So I will show you guys what they provided me with and what I purchased from Amazon to kind of reassure my anxiety, but it was kind of bothering me for quite some time, and I decided to do away with that anxiety. So these are my personal stuff. This Fix-A-Flat kit is what I bought off of Amazon, but this is what Subaru provided me with, this Fix-A-Flat kit, and there's nothing wrong with this. This is a great tool. However, it's a one-time use, and the unfortunate thing is that you're still going to have to visit the tire shop to get your tire replaced or repaired if you encounter any type of flat on the road. So this kind of discouraged me a lot from going on a road trip with this vehicle until now. So before that, all of the other necessary tools are still here, as you guys can see, but they provide the styrofoam, and I think this is more appropriate for people who want to do the spare tire delete. But whereas for me, I want the practicality bag. So here it is, guys. See, the unfortunate thing is everything is still here in terms of the ability to put a spare tire back on. There's still this slot here where you could screw down. I picked up this spare tire from a person who's local to me. He wrecked his BRZ, so the unfortunate thing too is that it's so dirty, and I think I might just do away with this and just buy a new one off at Subaru. He didn't have the screw to go up top, but I'm gonna definitely clean this up, and I just wanted to showcase, at least for the sake of this video, that if you guys pick up a first generation FRS BRZ or GR86, you can mount it back onto this. So as you can see, perfectly fine. Take this nasty thing here, slot it, but this is essentially how it's going to sit like the first generation, and it will fit snugly once you put all of this back. And then, ta-da, back to normal. So, yeah, I was kind of bothered by it. I know that, I'm sure it's probably to do with costs and savings, weight savings, especially with this car, because one of their main appeal is that this car weighs about 2,800 pounds, and with the spare tire, I think it adds about an additional 50 pounds. So honestly, it's not that bad. But just wanted to share that with you guys today. And speaking of tires, as of this video, I haven't yet lowered my BRZ just yet. I'm going to be quite busy with work, so I won't have the luxury to do this, and I don't really want anyone else to do it. But stock suspension with an aftermarket setup starting to grow on me a little bit. I do still complain a little bit about the wheel gap because it looks ugly, but it is what it is. So these are my second set of wheels. I bought a spare set of TPMSs from Subaru. Definitely was not cheap. It was about 400, a little under 400 for the whole set, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. I think I've said it in some of my YouTube shorts, but the BRZ and the GR86 is able to hold two sets of TPMSs. So essentially you could have a daily set of wheels as well as a track set. So there's a little button right here. All you have to do is when you turn the vehicle on, you press and hold it, and it'll dial and adjust accordingly. So and speaking of TPMSs, a lot of local shops won't have the appropriate code for their tool scanner to dial these TPMSs in. However, there is a workaround. I recommend having, if you guys are going to buy aftermarket sets of TPMSs or even OEM, and you guys are dialing in your second set of wheels
to use a 2021 Toyota Camry code. So I saw this on YouTube, and I'll link it down below, but there was a gentleman who has said that a 2021 Toyota Camry TPMS will work perfectly on this vehicle. So I rather spend $50 to go to a local shop to have it do, you know, very quickly for 50 bucks, as opposed to going into Subaru and having them provide the same service for $200. So just an FYI, hopefully that'll help you guys out. And over here is where my original stock set of tires are, and so I marked them, you know, driver front and driver rear, so forth. I have 987 miles on these, and these are perfectly fine. This time around, I'm not going to sell my second set of my OEM set of wheels, because it's such a pain in the butt later down the line to try to find them again. So I figured this time around, I'm just gonna keep them. I know I could easily sell them for anywhere from like $600 to $800 right now to recover some of my cash, but honestly, as much money as I've spent so far and the 1 month of owning this car, you know, I'm not really hurting for money. So I'd rather just keep these for, you know, safe of mind, and in case these aftermarket wheels you know, scrape or get damaged, I could always have these be placed back on. I also got these from Subaru, these black OEM lugs, and these honestly look pretty good. So yeah, that's just the gist of the video that I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm definitely looking into getting a catback exhaust after I lower my car and get it dialed in for alignment. I'm kind of stuck between a Borla exhaust and an HKS exhaust right now. So there's a little bit of a price difference from, I think, like $1,200 to $1,400 for the Borla versus the HKS, which sits around $1,700. So I'm not sure yet. My biggest concern and difficulty with, you know, gauging and finding a proper exhaust is I want a very mature and tamed tone. I want it to be a very you know, not obnoxious, but when you gun it and when you get on the pedal, it'll roar, right? So I want to just kind of keep a low profile, and so like if cops or anyone's around me, you know, I'm not so obnoxious, you know, in terms of my sound. And then when I want to play around and or like drive and, you know, provide sound clips for you guys, I will be able to do that just fine. So it's very, very difficult for me to gauge at exhausts when I don't hear it in person, because the audio on videos are significantly different from than actually, you know, hearing it in person. So, and it's also kind of similarly to lowering your vehicle. Everyone has their own formula and their own specific like spec of what they desire out of the vehicle, and honestly, for me at this point, I just want to lower it just slightly, and then I just want to fix the camber a little bit. That's the extent of what I want to do so far, at least with this vehicle. I don't want to lower it to the point where I have to drive sideways again and scrape everything. I don't really miss that life. So just wanted to share that with you guys. This is a very short and simple video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.